Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back, so let's talk. So, as many of you guys know, well, I hope many of you know, because y'all follow me on Twitter. If you don't follow me on Twitter, go ahead and go down in the description, follow me right now. That's the only plug in this video. We're gonna actually for real talk. Yeah, so I took a break, and this break was more so forced as opposed to me taking the break. There was some mental hurdles that I kind of had to climb myself that kind of, I would say it led into me taking a break. Elephant in the room, as we can all see, I'm in a different space, completely different space. Personally, I take my quality really serious, and I take a lot of pride in my background and stuff like that. So forgive me if I feel a bit uncomfortable with the background for a little bit. We're gonna explain why the background is different first of all, but I do just want to say that off rip, like we have downgraded a little bit, but it's all for a greater purpose. I'm gonna get into all that. Where to start is the real question, and I think I'm gonna just let this one roll. I don't even think I'm gonna do many edits. I might cut here and there, but I don't really know where to start. I guess the beginning, because you guys don't really know my true story, or I don't want to say true story from the beginning, but like I guess the last couple years or so prior to getting into YouTube itself and the future and things like that. As many of you know, I do live in Florida, but I'm not from Florida. I'm a military kid, been all around, from California originally. I'm a Cali kid through and through. Primarily grew up in California and Texas kind of the same amount of time. So I'm from California, but my heart belongs in Texas. That's gonna come into play later on. But I say all those things to say I've pretty much been forcibly moved my whole life, every 3 to 4 years. 8th grade, we moved from California to Texas. And Texas, you know, in my mind, we move every 3-4 years. I'm here for 4 years. I'm gonna graduate. I ain't gotta worry about moving no more. Boy, was I wrong. My mom got promoted. We ended up having to move my sophomore year. I moved to Virginia, hated it, graduated, did all that stuff, whatever. The reason I say that story is because that leads to the moment to where we are today. The time where we moved from Texas to Virginia, and I didn't really care for that time. I was depressed. There's no other way to put it. That was one of my darkest times, and I wasn't an adult yet, so I really didn't know what depression or anything like that was. And I'll be honest, for the next, I'd say from my junior year till I was 19, 20, I wasn't doing so much, you know, all the way up until my sophomore year and stuff, hooping, great grades, doing things outside of school, all that. And then I was taken out of this place that I grew to love. Like every other place, it didn't hurt me to leave because I didn't really care to be there. It was what it was. But Texas was a place where I found people that I care about. I found people I love. Some of my closest friends till this day, they're from Texas. I won't even say from, majority of them till this day from Texas. So like that's a true place that captured me, captured my heart, my soul, all that. And I was taken. I would say around 2021, start to figure it out. And we moved back with my Dukes. And this is where the journey really begins with regard to this YouTube thing. You kind of need that background story to get there. I know it kind of seems long-winded and like, what's the point? You kind of need that background story because there's points in the story where if you hear it, you're like, okay, why is it such a big deal? But there's deeper things to it that go back to an adolescent. You feel me? But in all seriousness, though, around 2021, moving with my Dukes. But me doing that, my idea of doing that was I'm going to move in with my mom, enroll in college, find some stable ground for myself to live on my own 2 feet and figure it out. Because, you know, I did the dirty work early in middle school and high school to be able to slack off my junior and senior year. Like I was lucky to be able to do that because I already had the credits I needed to graduate by the time I was a junior, pretty much. I just needed my, you know, junior and senior year math and English, like the gen eds. That's all I needed. So I was blessed to have done the early work because I don't know if I would have gotten to college, but getting to college, this was actually COVID year, the year COVID started. My first college year was January 2020. COVID started in March. It actually happened spring break because I remember they gave us an extra week of spring break, and then they were like, y'all not coming back to school. Didn't go back to school from that point on. I started doing online schooling during COVID, working. And while I'm working and during COVID, we're of course saving money. So what ultimately ends up happening is that I want to get into YouTube. I've wanted to do it for a long time. I wanted to do the gaming thing, actually. I never even thought about the commentary side, whether it was sports, game, other places. Like, I've never even thought of that or fathomed that. I was always on YouTube for gaming, and that's all I ever knew. So that's exactly what I was going to do. And some of the OGs of the channel that have been here, this channel was the gaming channel that started everything for me in YouTube. I would live stream and I would play story-based games, do the stories all the way through, go on to the next one, just playing games. Like, I think I would say Dashie, Corey Kenshin, guys like that were more of my inspiration. Berleezy, like, those are the kind of guys I like, but I'm gonna be honest, there were times where gaming, it felt like a chore and it wasn't fun anymore. It felt like I have to have a certain persona on, and I didn't like that. Though I won't say, I'm not gonna call myself funny, but though I am someone who will crack a joke here and there or whatever, those guys that I just named, they're making jokes constantly off the rip. I'm not one of those. So it just wasn't working. But what I do know is I love hoops. So then we shifted to 2K. We're going to do rebuilds. We're going to do, park. We're going to live stream, all that. And then what ended up happening is, my friends are grown too, but they're not on the type of time I'm on. So, the days I want to stream, record, or whatever, I can't really do that. And that's no knock on them. They're grown. Like, you have a life. I want you to have a life. Like, I want my dogs to have motion. We all motion men around here, like everybody. I don't want nobody doing nothing that's around me. So with that being said, I want to pivot. What are we going to do? Hoops. If you go back to the first video on my channel, I think it's still a 2K video. I'm not going to lie. I don't think I privated that video. I'm not too sure. If not, I'm a post an unlisted one in the description so y'all can see. I'm really like that in 2K, bro. Like, if when this like Trill bucket shit pop off, I'm hosting 2K tournaments. Like, we going crazy. Like, there's so much shit I have planned. But back to the main story. I wanted to do 2K, started doing it a little bit, but I couldn't because times conflicted with my homies. I'm not going to play with randoms. You know what that's like on 2K. That's a dead mission. No. So we start talking hoops, and I think I started the playoffs of not last year, but the year before that. That video is still on this channel. Horrible thumbnail. I'm not even going to change that thumbnail because it's one of those things where when I see it, I love it because it shows me how far I came, because mostly everything I do is me. Like, there are thumbnails where I've had help. I've got somebody else to make the thumbnail, whatever. But for the most part, the editing, graphics, anything you see, me. So it's a testament to how long we've come. And from that first video forward, first of all, viewership went crazy. Like, I've never been big on, I want to make money. The money gonna come. My biggest thing was I've always wanted a platform just to talk to people, just to share with people, interact with people. Like, as a military kid, that's what I've done all my life. Interact with people from all types of places, all types of backgrounds, whether you're in Georgia, Florida, or California, like so many different people, so many different places, and it's one of those things where the same just kind of follows suit with what I wanted to pursue. So we're here. But in the midst of all that, like I said, I still had a plan to come to my mom's to set out a goal. So while I'm still doing YouTube, that's dope, and it's occupying me during COVID and all that, I am still focused on this degree because this degree is really and truly number one. Like, YouTube is plan B, but I can make YouTube plan A when it's on my dime and I'm not under my mom's roof, which I was before. So we essentially get through school, get through all that, and I get my own place with my shorty, my girlfriend, love of my life, all that. And we actually had two places. We had one like 2 years ago, then we got one earlier this year or late last year. basically some BS happened with the apartment. I don't even want to go into that story because I've told the story before and it's gone on for 7-8 minutes on like voice message, and we're already at 10 minutes here, so I'm not even gonna go into all that. Essentially some BS happened, and I was met with a choice. Do I either leave now because I now have my degree? This isn't COVID time. This isn't when I lived with my mom. Like, do I do what I set out to do, finish school and go back to Texas? Because that was the original plan no matter what. Finish school, go to Texas, live your life, period. And, us getting kicked out, which was about a month or so ago, and we got kicked out for BS. This was not failure to pay. I didn't do nothing. My girlfriend didn't, nothing wrong. We're upstanding citizens, I promise you. But met with a choice. Do we move to Texas or stay here? My mom extended the offer and she's like, not really, some things, whatever, you can stay at the crib. You feel me? You could do what you got to do at the crib. I ain't going to be in your space. Do what you got to do. Save your bread. Go to Texas when the time right. And that long story, the 10 minutes to get here, and I know it's a lot and it was drawn out, but I just want y'all to know me a little bit more as well. Just, to set the stage so you guys understand sometimes where I come from, how I think, stuff like that. Because if you don't know that about a person, you'll often misjudge things they say or do. But regardless, I took that opportunity. My mom told me herself, when you have the chance to take a pause or a break on being an adult, aka not paying rent and all those other adult bills, take it. And I'm in a much better position than I was before when I was here during COVID. Before I was making like 15 an hour. I'm making well more than that now. And I'd almost 20 more than that now. So it's different levels. So now we're like, okay, we could really save, really save. So that leads me to where we're going now from this point forward. And I'm happy to say, we're back. Downgraded setup and all. This is my room. I love this place. Mom's Duke. This is my Duke's crib. You gotta love it, for real. With my little brother. He plays high school hoops. We're still going to have that 1v1 video for y'all because we got 1,000 subs. But, we're back at my Duke's crib. Now, we're here for about, October? I'm trying to be in Texas by November, December. So, basically put, y'all are on a journey with me, and we going to make it there. Next time y'all see a change setup, I should be in Texas. We're not going to take any breaks from this point forward. I just wanted to not only address why I took a break, but I also wanted to explain a little bit of the background as well as where we going from here and my goals, my sights, what we going to do. I tried to record my fantasy draft last night. It didn't quite work, but what I'm going to do from this point forward, every Sunday, I'm going to set my lineup with you guys, do that video. I'm going to do weekly recast videos of the NBA. We're going to start with opening night. And I just have a bunch of stuff planned for the channel, for you guys. I'm excited. I've been having the itch to do some content again. Now, I will say I probably got spiced up the back a little bit. I know y'all could probably see it a little bit. I'm not sure. But there are LED lights in here, but they've been in here for some years, bro. Years to the point where the ones on this side, the red bulb burned out. And the ones on this side, I don't know, bro. They're two different colors. But I don't want to buy more. So it's I don't know. I'll probably just take them down, get 2 or 3 jerseys back here, and we going to be good. I could get a Cause statue to go right here. That might work. We can make some shake. I think that's it. I'm back. There ain't no other way to put it. I appreciate you guys being here as always. We're back tomorrow, Monday. I'm dropping a video. We're back immediately in the swing of things. I just wanted to get this out there today. Today is Sunday. Hey, Monday, get ready, get your popcorn ready, like T.O. said, because we coming in hot. The season is starting very, very soon. Prediction videos, tier lists. Come on now, y'all know what time it is. It's your boy TB with the greatest hoop stories and debates on the tube. Feels so good to say that again. And as always, I love you guys, and I'm out. Peace.